Hello and welcome to an update. It's been, I think, a few weeks since I've last done one. I have tried to do some in the meantime, but a couple I shot, the battery in my camera went, and the other one I think went over the recording time, and I couldn't be bothered to start editing videos. And back using my phone again now. I've cleared all the videos I've got on there, so I've got plenty of room. So I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I've done quite a bit since the last update. Almost there actually, nearly got everything done how I want. Just a bit of sorting out to do, and odd jobs here and there. But it's probably, I'd say, 95% complete. Quite a lot I've done recently. Some of the stuff I'd mentioned what I was going to do. Some of the stuff I've done since, so I hadn't thought of doing at the time, and I sort of changed my plans accordingly. So we'll start with on the stairs. So I've got some DVDs to put away. I'll be there for a while. I'll get around to it at some point. So this is the shelf I had there originally, my figures on. Sort of basically run out of room there, figures. I'll probably over some stuff I went over last time as well, because I can't remember what I covered last time, so it's a more comprehensive overview. So in the corner, not really doing much with it. So I've put some spare bits of wood I've got, and I've shoved some tapes on there, some CDs. I've got this shelf here. I've mentioned this previously. This was originally the other way around, but I've turned it around, so it gives me 3 shelves to work with. The arrow shelf, which I had on that wall there, I wanted to use on the stair, so I've planned to have 2 sections, one smaller section and a large section. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit a large section on there, and I was going to split it into 3, but the way the stairs are, I think it wasn't really suitable. So what I did was put the first bit there. Just got my tools under there. I've got tools everywhere at the moment. So some of this stuff was on other shelves, including some of the shelves here by the radiator. So I'll put some stuff on there. Some of it backed up against the wall, and some of it isn't. I haven't got any backing for these shelves, and I can't really bother to do anything with it, so I've kind of kept things near the front, and some of them I put bookends around the back. I did order some more bookends, ordered 10 sets of 2. Wasn't really needing that many, but as it turns out, I've ended up using them all up. Probably could do some more actually, but there's enough hassle getting those. I'd ordered them from the Royal Mail post office shop, and next day delivery never turned up. Kept trying to contact them, said they couldn't deliver for some reason. After about a week, by the way, they're damaged, and they sent me some more out. So I did get those in the end. A bit of a roll, but wasn't too much of a problem. But say I might order some more, but no point in really ordering just a couple when they're £3.95 next day delivery. So I'll see if I need a few more, then I'll order a few more. Right, it's going to be a bit tight, so I might have to come around the corner here. So I'll put that there. I did, as you can see, where I've got my Tart and Bergman collection. I've put a bit of wood there just to make an extra shelf. The rest of that on there, which is fine. I do plan to put one above there. Work out how I was going to do that. I was going to attach it on there somewhere. I can't remember how I was going to do it now. Yeah, well, I was going to put it on there somewhere anyway. So I kept a bit of wood for that, but I can't remember how I was going to attach that now, unfortunately. That's what I had a ledge to rest on, but I've only got shelves, so I'll have to work something out. I have got some long pieces of wood. Unfortunately, they've been outside now and they're a bit wet, so I can't really use those. But I have got a small piece. I might have to some wood glue or nail gun or something to attach them, or some brackets. So yeah, I put that there. I've also attached that 3 shelf unit there. So I put my Laurel and Hardy, Marx Brothers. Not on that shelf, are they? Laurel and Hardy. Yeah, I think it's all Laurel and Hardy on that shelf. And I've got Arrow video titles and DVD, which I've will be upgrading when I can find Blu-ray releases, so these aren't necessarily going to be kept in my collection. Charlie Chaplin there and Marx Brothers. And then my Arrow classics again. We'll be upgrading these and get rid of those. Arrow, I'm keeping those for the booklets in the Wonder series. I don't know if there's any more of those. And then I've just stuffed up here other things as well. Sort of not really too much logical with these, but for try to keep things fairly organised. So I got my Bergman collection there. Although I've got some of these on Blu-ray, and if I ever get the Criterion set and I get all these on Blu-ray and all the extra features on there, I'll probably keep these anyway, just for collecting. I don't normally keep DVDs upgrade. There are certain exceptions, but usually like the Tartan ones I'll get rid of, but I think I'll keep these for collection, like I have with the Fox Studio Classics DVDs I've got. And then got some documentary stuff there, and then some other films and things like that. And then at the bottom I've got some these space ones I've got. Then David Attenborough, and then the B-movie collection releases. Again, I've got most of those on Blu-ray, but keeping those. This hasn't really changed much. Just to stand back a bit. So we got normal wisdom, things like that up there, and then some foreign films. And I have got some other ones over there, but these are all Asian ones. But I might have odd Asian ones over there. But try and move them to there. Got a little bit of space, and then going down to anime, and then there's National Geographic ones, Carry On films, which Dad puts them out on Blu-ray, but they haven't seemed to have done it for a while, so I'm not sure if they're going to do any more. Into stand-up comedy, DVDs, all DVDs, and then music. So that's that shelf there. I've also got some posters I've put up there. I have got some of the hook ready to put another one on, but I want to try and get these all properly spaced out. Probably can get another one there actually, and then 3 across the bottom. But so I want to get them all nice and neat, not all hodgepodge like I have done before. So move on, carry on with what things I've already shown you. So we've got these 3 bookcases here. These haven't changed much actually. What I have done, say originally the top shelves were going to be for CDs, but what I've done is it's a big middle shelf. I've dropped the shelf above and the shelf above that. So then it's empty that shelf there, the one with the wire on. Drop the shelf down one, put the stuff back on. Then the same with that one. Then the same with the top one. It gave me an extra row for film, so 100 roughly per top shelf. So the original plan was to have all the top shelves, the original 8 bookcases, well 9 bookcases wasn't really, for CDs, but I've changed that now. Thought put films on there instead, more, less use of space. Still have 2 more to drop, but I've got plenty of space now, so I've tried to leave space in sections, because I've got quite a lot upstairs that I've bought, which I'm keeping upstairs that I've watched. Occasionally I'll bring some stuff down, but I'll only sort of tend to bring it down when I've watched it. So I've got plenty of space, but say some of the space will probably end up being quite full. Got my boxes above there as well. We'll go into the room, then I will show you what I've done different, what's new. Say some of these shelves you wouldn't have seen up last time because I hadn't, although I had them, I hadn't built them yet. But I've got again, it's a bit awkward to see with this because the room's quite tight, so I'm not really that room I can stand in, that being too close. But I'll do a quick scan down. So again, I've still got some crates here to empty. I've got one with the steelbooks in there, in the couple of crates there, and I've got other steelbooks here which I need to file away, put on the shelves. I had some other ones, but I put those away yesterday, so they need to go on there. I've got 2 I think I've got 1 or 2 shelves for Warner Brothers. I've got an empty shelf there I've not used, so I might use that. So I've basically got a whole row for Warner Brothers steelbooks. Probably won't have enough actually, so I might have to move some of these around to get me 2 shelves for that. I'm trying to keep like, for instance, there's a Paramount steelbooks there on 1 shelf. I mean, I've got the back there. I've got Marvel, Cinematic Universe films, Blu-ray steelbooks and 4K steelbooks, into the Marvel TV shows on steelbook, and then the Master Cinema. So I have kind of put some shelves, put 3 different sections on, but I've tried to keep what I can the studio releases to 1 set of shelves or 2. Now obviously allowing room for future purchases and ones I've got to watch to bring down. So I'll probably run out of a bit of space on the steelbook shelves, but so I'll sort that out. And then I've got some TV shows down there on the floor, and also those ones I've moved off the bottom shelf, along with those ones on the stairs to sort out. I was splitting the BBC DVD releases and Channel 4 DVD releases separate, but it was getting a bit confusing, especially like some series might be in the Channel 4 DVD and one might be under something else, and so it was a bit confusing. So I've done it with the Blu-ray TV series just to keep them all together, and then any TV documentary stuff, or TV sort of dramas and stuff, keep those together, and then the animated films and things like NYPD Blue and those sort of American shows. So I've got to empty all that and redo that, but I should have enough room on there. It's not a shelf I'm going to get any more on in future, so it's not like I'm going to ever run out of room here on these shelves. So what's on here will be on here. I mean, the type of things I want to sort of finish off. I'd like to watch them, but the series things like Ideal, I'm not going out, which I haven't got all the ones. So looking to probably get those at some point, but not looking to pay a lot for those, a couple of quid at most. Because obviously put these other shelves up now. I've got the other boxes up there, so it's quite full now. I've got the Arrow sort of DVD box sets there. The 2 Rainer Werner Fassbinder. I've got the different Rainer Fassbinder box sets anyway, already in Blu-ray, but I've kept those ones because I like the sets, like I did with the Eureka ones I'll show you in a moment. Then the 2 sort of Arrow video DVD box sets, and then the Rustmire, which I did drop unfortunately on the floor, but luckily, apart from a slight, I can show it, slight sort of in the corner there, it wasn't actually too badly damaged, luckily. So don't want to carry too much at once. So that's the decent shelves that I had previously, and I've got some of these metal racks as well lying around which I need to sort out. So what I'll do now is I'll go over everything that is different that I hadn't mentioned before. So we'll start with some more IKEA shelves. So I had on this wall 3 shelves, and then I had the Arrow ones here. I decided to get rid of those, all these shelves there, and got another 80cm bookcase from IKEA. And again, I had fun with that as well, because I was waiting for 2, I think it was one or two of the extra shelves, and it was packaged fine for when I was at work, but Dan actually delivered them, and I was chasing them up to send them to me. I mean, it wasn't really causing me a problem, but just obviously holding the whole process up. But they turned up in the end, and then I built him, and the grey clips that go at the top, one of them snapped. I was turning it, so again I had to wait for that, and waiting for spare parts from IKEA takes ages. I mean, fair enough, they send them out free of charge, and so can't really complain about that, but it took quite a while. Didn't stop me building the shelves, so I just added them on afterwards. But, got some other stuff as well. I've got some of those metal clips I showed previously, to on the shelf, well, to connect the shelf together. I thought doing what I can. I have not been able to do over there because it's too far away, and I ordered 30, but I don't actually need most of those because I was thinking there was holes at the back to connect as well, but there aren't, and I already had some anyway. I found in the box, and say things like that there I couldn't connect together because it was too far apart. I didn't want to start rearranging, moving things just to try and get them a bit closer, because I don't think I can get this actually any closer, just where the floor is. So I've got that. Then I measured space. I was able to get 3 of the smaller sort of half-size ones. Height wise they're the same, but width wise they're 40 centimeters. So what I've done with those is I put one here, and I've put one there as well. Let's say what I've done, there's the DVDs I've got, which I will upgrade one day. So these will come off as I upgrade them. I have triple stacked them. Don't normally do that, but there's no way I was going to fit them all on there. But actually the plan wasn't to triple stack them, was to double stack them. But I'd only recently catalogued all these. I had catalogued these years ago, but and put them on my new one, so I recatalogued all these. But it's about 1,000 of these, so I redid all those and realised couldn't really fit them all on the shelf properly. So I thought, well, I'll just try and triple stack them because the shelves are deep enough. I mean, everything's double stacked. So I was able to triple stack those. I'm not necessarily going to get to need to access those anyway that often. And like I say, if I've got them sorted by studio and up until order, so if I know what I'm looking for, I can just quickly get to ones at the back if I need to be. It doesn't take too much effort. And just shove some stuff on there as well, which I'm not catalogued or anything with. That needs sorting out. And I do have a bottom shelf free, which I've got two crates worth of catalogue. I haven't done them yet because I can't work out what studio releases there are, because I do put the studio on my thing, and so I can sort them easier and know what they are. But wasn't able to tell easily, so I'll probably do those at some point. And I'll fill those 2 bottom shelves up and also give me some space on the floor, but I've got the crates. So I've done that there, and I've got another one over here. I'll put in the corner. I couldn't fit a larger one there. I was hoping to, but just not enough space to stick out too far. And I try not to keep these too close together. I want to obviously have some overlap because space wise, but I don't want them too close because I can't get to the shelf then. So I couldn't fit one there, but I did get a half size one there. These are only double stacked. So I've got my Signal one, Plan B releases, my premium collection HMV ones, and I've left space for that, so I've got plenty of space. Although there's not been any more announced recently, but I have got some few to watch, so I thought best to leave some space. And they got Criterion, the UK releases, and also some US ones I picked up. And again, I've got some more of those to come down, quite a few actually. Certain labels I try to watch all the releases. So Criterion, the premium collection, try to get all those watched before I bring them down. So I've got quite a few of those to put on there, and obviously every month there's about 3 releases, in case I do pick up some the American ones where they're cheap enough. That space will go quite quick. Like for instance, keeping box sets separate, but things like that, numbered releases, if there's a box set, then I keep it on the shelf. Things like the Satuichi, which I'll have to work out actually how to put that on that shelf properly, because it obviously wants to stick up vertically. And what I've done is I've moved these Nedbys with the DVD singles, albums with DVDs. I've moved that next to here. I had one like facing the same way as that, hooked on, but it's swung around. I didn't think it was going to stay up properly. What I've done is I've just sort of, because nothing's attached to the wall, just because I've got this sort of rail going around, so I've not been able to touch it into the wall. So these are all resting on here, but it's at an angle, so they shouldn't be any risk of it falling over. And I've put a clip between it, so I'll put these here. Seem to fit quite nicely. Don't stick out too far, and again, this is not going to have any more going on there, so not having to worry about running out of space there. I'll say these crates will all be empty, so I'll have space here. So that's for this room. I think that's all I wanted to show now. I've just put some sort of DVDs I've had with newspapers and stuff on there, just on top of there, using the bookends. And what I have done as well, actually, just as mentioned, I had this idea, doing another one, is because I've got space at the side there, and again, all these spare bookends, I've gone around the corner like that. Now, I haven't done that everywhere, obviously, because no pointing over there, so I can't see what they are. And I was going to do it there, and so I'll put those there, but I have done it there. Getting these up DVD boxes, so if I ever when I come around to upgrading these, if they come out on Blu-ray, or ever get the US Blu-ray releases of those ones, then I'll get rid of those. And I'm doing the same there, but that one there I've put some Blu-ray sort of box of things, because I've run out of room there. So, and again, around the corner. I think the only thing I'm going to ever run out of room for is the Arrow box sets, because I've got quite a few of those, and I've not got much spare space for those, unfortunately. And up here, I've put those Urix, as I mentioned. So I've got the female prisoner Scorpion trilogy, which I've got on Blu-ray. I've kept that set. It's not on a hard box, unfortunately, but not a problem. The Hands of Razor, which I'm not come out on Blu-ray, I don't believe, and then Lone Wolf and Cub, and then things like Harold Lloyd and WC Fields, and some of the BFI DVD box sets I've put up there, and the Blu-ray ones, and again the DVD ones I'll put up there. Figures wise, I've just used some of the space here to put some figures on. I wanted to put a display case on the stairs, but I haven't really got space now. Actually, talking about the stairs, originally the plan before putting these here was to put that white small Wilco bookcase on the stairs, put two there, and those two 4-drawer plastic units with the J cards in. But because I've put that stuff there, I can't do that. And I took the other one of those upstairs Wilco ones, because I can't fit two down here. There's not enough room. I did really want two down here, but just the way I rejig things, I didn't have any space for that. And again, I also put a TV on there, that wall. But again, I decided to move that elsewhere because of the wanted base seat when I bring my exercise bike down here, which I'll have room for. So some of this space on the floor will be freed up. Again, the thing like those crates won't be there. So I'll have some space for it. My bike didn't take up too much space. So yeah, thought maybe do too much there. I mean, can't really do much more with the stairs. I've still got an extra shelf to put in, which still can't work out. I was going to put it, but still. So not really anything else I can put here. Left a bin there because I thought it was handy to have a bin around. So let's move on to the Argus shelves. As I explained before, I've got a radiator on the wall, so I'm limited by height. And whereas the IKEA shelves are 220, I need something about 180. And I was looking around, I couldn't really find anything. I think I looked at these Argus ones before, and I thought, I'll just get some Argus ones, because okay, they're not like the IKEA ones where you can get extra shelves for them. I mean, I can actually probably get shelves, but I'd have to buy another bookcase to get the extra shelves, and I'm probably going to get one extra ones in there. So I was going to hopefully find if I can get in the future, but I didn't. So I bought these about the same price, I think. The depth isn't as deep, but they're 29, so I can still double stack the same depth as those Wilco ones, and I've got double stacked on those upstairs, so I know I've got enough room to put 2 rows on. So these are a bit more annoying put together. Again, not the best quality because there's that there. And the IKEA ones these are actually a breeze to put together. It's basically you use down rods and stick them together and stuff. So very, very straightforward, and just a few bolts and stuff. Whereas these Argus ones were a nuisance. You've got 12 screws. I think it's 12. Yes. Forget now. Yes, 12 screws, 6 each side, and then the back nailed together. And whereas the IKEA backing was a slip on into like a little slot and groove thing, these was rested on. I think I went through almost a couple of times with the nails, because you have to basically nail in 2 sections, and it doesn't always line up perfectly, and there's 46 nails, so it wasn't the best experience to put together. But I only had 3 of the big ones, and then 2 other ones I'll show you in a moment. So what I've done here is, so I took all these wooden ones down. Got 3 of these. These are, I think, 78, so it's slightly narrower, slightly less width than the IKEA ones, but not by much. And I basically got the same amount on. So what I've done is I've put my indicator sets here, and again I've got a few of those to watch, so I've left space for those, 4 a month, and boxes and stuff occasionally do. That space will fill up easily. Tartan releases I put there, and then some other stuff there, some of the Hong Kong stuff, Hong Kong Legends, and some of the Japanese stuff. And originally the bottom 3 shelves I had Arrow releases on, but I had a pile which I couldn't fit on, and obviously got a pile more upstairs, so I knew I wasn't going to have enough room. So basically I've dedicated this whole shelf to Arrow. The top shelf is sort of just Arrow normal Blu-rays. I'll actually in a minute. Then I've got Arrow Academy, a couple of Arrow Academy DVDs I put out, and then Blu-rays. I put the box ones first, then Arrow Video. Again, I put the DVD ones first. I think the Army series because they're double stacked, but the slip boxes, the white ones without slip boxes, and the normal releases. And then that goes onto there. Probably run out of room, but I have allowed some space here and there. Probably to be fair, won't be getting many more of these sort of ones anyway. So what I'll probably do is move these up, and then may potentially move those as well, but we'll see. So that's on there. And again, I've used the top where I can. I mean, I've got the radiator problem, so I've just put these 2 brown racks I've got, I've put some in there. There's just enough space in those actually for what to put in there. And I've just shoved some CDs there, which were off the bookcases. I've taken the ones off the bookcases, and so I've got some more to take off actually. And then the ones that came off the white Wilco bookcase, which I've taken upstairs. So I basically fill out with CDs. I can't go back any further because the radiator, I have shoved some behind. I might be able to shove some more behind as well. I sort of had these sorted albums, but then I just shoved the single stuff afterwards. Yeah, and bookends are quite handy. And again, problem with the shelf, can't get them to line up perfectly, but still. Then the BFI ones. I had these originally sorted by like the BFI documentary stuff, the films, things, and it's just too complicated to do that or that. So basically I've put everything in alphabetical order. I mean, certain collections, like the Children's Film Foundations, I've got on there together under C in alphabetical order, stuff like that. I mean, I've still, fortunately, I've got some there which I had a mix up with the Blu-rays, which I hadn't realised until I'd done all these. And so I'll need to reorganise that. To basically move all that stuff around and probably end up using that space. So I haven't had much room for DVDs. I mean, I don't get a lot of BFI DVDs, but there are ones released. And then I've got a whole bottom space for as well to work with. Now, as I just noticed these earlier, I've got some BFI ones here, which which I'd put on here. So I'd basically had them all piled on the floor over there. I took them off the shelf and I was going through them, put them out back in order, which took a while. And I shoved some on the side just as out of the way. Wasn't sorting through yet, and then just noticed all these up here as well. She'll need to go on. I mean, things like when the blows goes near the end, so I can probably just shove that on there, and things other ones I can probably easily get on. Other ones, again, I have to move things around, but I might wait till I've got a few to go on there anyway, and then just put them all at once. I mean, at the moment stacked up there, it's not a huge problem. They're sort of roughly where they need to be, but obviously I would like to keep them all sort of organised. I mean, I've got a bit of space there to work with. I did sort of allow a bit of space on the shelves just for other titles that may need to go on there, or other reasons I've left space on there, but I'll need to put those on there, and then say put those on the shelf as well. That's the only problem, obviously, having things double stacked and things like that. When you got like basically three shelves there, which are sort of double stacked. If I want to put something, I mean, not to put anything at the back of those, but for instance, BFI, if I want to put something at the back of there, then I've got to get to start moving all these to get to them, and it's not the most convenient thing, but it's not like I'll have to keep doing it, and I'll sort of build up a few to make it worthwhile doing that. I mean, like there I've got space, so I've allowed space there for things like indicator titles, and those are easy to get to. Again, some space is there because some of those numbers I've got upstairs to watch, and some of those ones haven't been released yet. What did go? So I've got again, like the IKEA ones, I've got two sort of narrow Argus ones here. The plan was to put one there, and these are DVDs I've upgraded to Blu-ray, but I kept the DVDs for special features or other reasons. Things like Tartan ones I've upgraded, but I've kept the DVDs. I've kept those with Tartan, but these are just more studio ones, and got a bit of space left. This again, occasionally there'll be like a new edition, like the King Kong wasn't. The extra features that were missing off the previous release thing get put on. But things like the True, this one, they may put, for instance, a different like documentaries thing on there. And then Lethal Weapon, these are the director's cuts which weren't on the Blu-rays. But say if anything gets released by say as a special edition or a different label, then if the things are on there, then these will go. Things like the Cool I've got on 101 films, but yeah, the extra features and like the Grifters as well on the new Blu-ray release. So again, that's what I've kept those for. So I've got spaces here and there. So yeah, these ones. So this one here, I put here. I was originally going to put there, but I couldn't get it next there when I put it up because I did it Thursday. I wanted to get it done out of the way. I did these two small ones because the weather wasn't great, and I thought I'd get it done out of the way. So I'll put it there temporarily because I was going to put it there, and I think if it's there nicely, but I probably will move it possibly because that will be my BFI overspill. So I was only going to order one for there, but I thought I might order two because it's £4 delivery. I thought I'd probably order the one in the future and might as well save the £4. Not a huge amount. I mean, the IKEA postage is like £39, and the good thing about Argus is I think I ordered these in the morning and they got shipped from the store, my local store, and I got them the same day. So that was Wednesday. It's very good service. Not having to wait 2 or 3 days for it. But yeah, that'll be my BFI overspill. So if I can get that other shelf over there where I said I've got the wood there, then some of that stuff will probably move over there. But at the moment I'll probably put this way around, but I've got this TV table. Unfortunately, the TV was too big for the thing. I mean, there's some legs at the back, and they're sticking over the edge. I mean, fit on diagonally, but didn't really fit properly, and I was going to put it on top of that table, but again, because it's not really a lot of space there, and I don't want to get too close there, I wasn't able to put it on there. So at the moment it's on top of that, but so I may move that next to there, and then put this there. I was going to put that originally. Some of the things to go through as well. So yeah, I've put that there. I've got this metal rack there. Put my soundbar on there, and I bought these lights. I'll try and show you. Don't know how well they show up. They don't look very bright on the camera screen, phone screen, but they are quite bright. Not long, this is about a metre, but they're these at Lidl, and they were used to £1 or £2. So I've got 4 of the multicoloured ones. I've got one in front of my TV upstairs, my OLED TV, one in my bedroom. I'm going to sort that out, and then got one down here, and I've got a spare one which I haven't worked out yet. So yeah, this is so resting against there. I mean, it looks like it's going to fall over, but it shouldn't do. But again, there's empty space on there, so I have got quite a bit of empty space. Not necessarily exactly what I wanted, but mainly sort of split here and there. But so yeah, the other thing. So this was the other part of that Arab bookcase. I'll say I split into two. I cut this. It's not the best cut in the world, but I was using that saw, and it's quite powerful. Try not to let that slip, because that'll take your fingers off. So I didn't really want to get rid of this, and I was thinking what to do. And then I just brought it on Wednesday or Thursday when I put it together. I did these are two, just to stop getting wet, and I found it fit perfectly there. So I've just shoved these zip boxes and zip covers on there. I don't really want to keep these. I think I only kept them because I took some stuff to CX and they were binning them. But zip covers not there, I might as well have them. And then I think anything I gave sold to CX in the future, I just kept them thinking they were going to bin them. But I think it was just that one store or that one employee, because I've took all the stuff in the past, well, since really, and they've kept it on. So, but I don't really want to throw them away, so I've just put them on there. But again, I might use that for something else. Big close to the door, but the door opens fine, it's not a problem. And good thing with this as well is I'm not blocking that light switch off, because there's a gap there. Okay, a couple of things as well, probably some other stuff I want to mention, but so yeah, the light switch. I wasn't going to have the light switch moved, but I ended up changing my mind on how I got things, and although I could probably still got to it with these here, but if these weren't here, I'd been fine. But I'd had the light switch moved beforehand anyway, when the shelf was there, the brown shelf that was, and then I had the light switch moved to there, so it's easy to get to. But then I put that white bookcase there, and all had still been fine. But once I put these here, then it wasn't really suitable to get around there. I mean, I could have, but it's a risk of me knocking the things. So it's fine there. Was going to have some plugs done on the stairs originally, but then I decided, well, I got my got plenty of plugs in there. Unfortunately, they're all behind bookcase. I've got some couple plugs behind there and a couple plugs in there as well. But I was able to get to that plug. Now, if I'd put that one there, then it might have been a bit tight for that plug. Same with having that there. But what I've done, I'll try and show best I can. I did buy this surge plug unit, a 10 plug standing vertically one, because I had to put some stuff. I had to plug the TV, the soundbar, the subwoofer for the soundbar, and the fire stick. So I plugged that into there, and I've got the lights plugged in there as well. So that's for 5 plugs, and my bike will be down here as well. So that will be another plug. So I needed 10, and thought best have a surge plug. TV is quite useful because I wanted it down here just to on my bike to listen to music or watch YouTube, and or from down here doing something, I can put that on. The only thing with a Fire Stick is on Deezer, after about 15 minutes it goes into sort of sleep mode and it goes off. Can change out to my computer, so that's some point I'll get around doing that. Put a chair here at the moment, but it's my computer chair. Unfortunately, it's missing a couple of bolts at the bottom, and it's not the best chair in the world. And that screw fell off yesterday, so I don't know where it's come from. So I'm looking to get a fold-up chair to put down here, so I could have a chair down here, but then fold up and put it out of the way. But can't really find anything suitable. I don't want to spend a lot. Other things. So I've got a telescope there. And I had a little bit of accident with it. Didn't break it, I don't think, but I was trying to take it down because it sits in that bit, and that bit. And unfortunately, that bit fell off there. So I don't know if there's a bit of metal there, sort of seen there. I don't know if it's sheared the bolt or what's done. I did try to reattach it, but it wasn't wanting to do anything. So I may have another go, but I bought it because I really wanted to use it. The only problem is it's probably a bit too complex for like a starter one, and the way it is in the garden. So I'll quickly show you actually. Open the door. So you can see I've got all the wood there. It's not really suitable to use it. I mean, not too much problem carrying it out, but just setting it up. So I'll probably say I might end up losing a couple £100 next. I can't remember what I paid for it, but I checked my banking thing. But we'll probably sell it, and I may get another one, a smaller one, possibly. I mean, I got it because I wanted to be able to take photographs of things like Jupiter and stuff, but yeah, just trying to set it up, configure it, aim it and stuff, and it probably has something I can learn, but it's just I'm kind of restricted as well because I've got a building there and things like that and stuff there, so it's not, I'm sort of restricted to how I can use it. But I will just have to see. But at the moment it's just down there. I'll probably end up putting it out of the way in that room, just because it's in the way here at the moment. But so I'll do that once I've got the small stuff sorted out. So I've got that artwork to put there. I might possibly put some of the smaller ones, some smaller postcards on the hooks on there, on the wall there, possibly there. I'm not sure yet. What else is there? Yeah, so I want to get some rugs to put in front of these, some film sort of themed rugs. Obviously can't do there, but probably a couple there where I can. Again, not really suitable there, but probably 3 or 4 of the bookcases I can put them in front, but can't really find anything that's not a doormat, and everything else seems to be about 25 quid, which is a lot more than I want to spend, so just keep an eye on those. I might find some somewhere, but I just want to try not keep to a particular theme, but just keep them sort of like a Deadpool one or something, Godfather or something, just varied film ones, just to add a little touch. And just there I've got my little step door, which is quite handy to get up. I mean, I can reach some of the shelves, but it's handy to have as well. Just for you to get behind there for some reason. So the end crates here, which I was putting J cards in, and this other stuff. I just need to sort this stuff out really, because I've got these as well to put up. Might possibly, if I can, fit them on this wall here. Just got some hooks I can. Where this is a bit awkward to nail. Put a nail in with a hammer, just because this is basically a wood panelling thingy and cladding in front of a wall. But I have got some other ones up, so I'll probably put those on there just to, because they'll probably fit there fine. The TV, so my TV was going on a wall there. I bought a bracket for it and for the soundbar, but unfortunately I don't think they can go on that wall. That's why I put the TV there. I mean, if I get on the wall, then it'd be great, because I could put that in that space. It wouldn't be too close to the radiator, but I could put that and the soundbar there, and then might restrict me to put that shelf there, but it would give me a space there and look a bit better. But I don't think it's going to be suitable, because there's a gap between there and the wall. And now it's fine picture, but I think a fairly heavy TV is not going to fit on there very well without falling off. But I'll have to do some investigation now. Might be able to do something. And I've got my cupboard down here as well. Again, need to find some way to put that. So I'm thinking that is everything. I'll just have a quick look. No doubt I'll finish this video and I'll find something else I wanted to mention. I've got these Disney Infinity figures, as I said before, but I want to get some more. But unfortunately, they're quite expensive. The ones I want to get, because I've been picking up things from the being in bargains and home bargains. Nothing for a while. It's not been anything, but I'm gonna get some more of those. But I think all the ones that I've got are the ones that I've got, and there's nothing different they're going to get in. I may look at CX, but obviously I want to check the condition of them. I'm not bothered if they're unboxed, but I just want to make sure they're okay. Got a poster there, which unfortunately I had to install some tape there. It's a more historical Society poster. I went to a signing years ago, HMV. Unfortunately, it wasn't a frame. There's a clip frame somewhere around here, just there, came out because it wasn't attached in there. I didn't put any tape or anything to hold it in there, and then I had it rest on top of there, and I think it slipped on the crate and it got damaged. Not too bad, for some tape on it, but I want to try and put that somewhere. Need to get some poster tubes actually, because I've got quite a lot of posters which are lying around. I'd rather put in poster tubes just to keep them safe, and because I haven't really got the wall space to put all them up. Yeah, and also, yeah, I did start labelling these shelves, as you can see. I didn't get very far, so I need to go around finishing doing those off. So most of the shelves are how I want them. If I do end up moving stuff around and put them elsewhere and things like that, then I need to take the stickers off and put them elsewhere, or just do a new label. So I want to get that done. And I've just sort of shoved some of the boutique labels up there as well, which in front of, I've got some, I had these actually over there, but some monster pictures, which are Eureka, but I've kept them separate, because I didn't really have enough room on there, because you see I've got space, but again I've got to allow space for future ones. So I'll put those up there, but I have got these, I've got that shelf to drop and that shelf, so those will be moved over, and then mainly possibly move those over or put something else there. I have got some space there for one-on-one films, but again, if that fills up, I may end up using, say, moving the third window and using the top two shelves for those. But again, that's when I've started to run out of space. And again, I've got odd ones, DVDs, couple of DVDs and Blu-rays which are on there, which need to go on some of these shelves here. And again, I'll take some plenty of space there for network titles. So I'll try and, I don't want to put too much on the shelves. I want to try and leave space, because I know that all I end up doing is to keep moving stuff around, because I'm not allowed enough space. I think I do have generally enough space to allow room for everything, but as I say, at some point these will start emptying off, so I'll have sort of all these to play with as well. So things, I could probably move some things over there which are showing shelves, things like I don't know, some of the TV shows or something like that, or keep the anime separate to the animated films. For instance, like things like Studio Ghibli. I haven't got any of those on a shelf, I don't think, when it's at the back, but things like that, and Disney, try and keep things like that, move things around if needs be, just allow room. And then I think it's sort of just getting this stuff sorted onto shelves and stuff off the floor, and hopefully I can spend next sort of couple of weeks just getting the last few things finished. So all the hard work is building the bookcases and get them in there, getting the all shelves down. That's all done now. So these shelves on the stairs, I'm going to leave because I can't really get anything that is suitable to replace them. Either the IKEA ones will stick out too far, or the Argus ones may not stick out as far, but don't have as much space on them. And I think I worked out, even if I did get the IKEA ones on there, then not so bad here really sticking out, but it's more here, and I could only get one across there anyway, and then I'd have to take these down because these won't stay on there properly. So I've left these as they are. I mean, if I find something suitable in the future, then I may take these down. I mean, the good thing with these is those is on double stacked, so it's kind of lost space. I have basically got my figures on here, so all a bit cramped up, but I've got them on there. Well, I haven't got them all on there because I haven't got enough room, but I've got most of them on there, and I've got a bit of space here and there to put some more on, and still got those biddies I can put figures on, like I've done there. I mean, yeah, it blocks things off, but I mean, these aren't too bad because I don't need to get to these, but things like that I'll probably do, but it doesn't matter. And that's how I might put them up there, but again, I can't really go too far because of the radiator. I mean, I was lucky I was able to get some shelves that were the right height. So I might possibly look at buying another one of these just to get an extra couple of shelves, but I need to know I can get an extra shelf in there. I mean, the thing is, again, it's where the holes are, because the holes there, but I can't really do anything any higher, because I mean, I possibly could bring that shelf up then, but then it'd be quite close to the top, then really wouldn't give me any beneficial for there, because if I put, obviously that meal shelf's fixed, I can't move that, and then bottom shelf's quite big, and probably could get another one there, but I was lucky with the IKEA ones, and that I'll get an extra two shelves in, because obviously the extra spare shelves, and also got the height in there as well. I think someone did say about extra shelves, and I think one person said buy another one to get the extra shelves, and someone else, I think it might be Argus himself, that said go to B&Q or something, get them the size, and they'll cut this sort of wood for you, and you can buy their sort of clips, because the IKEA ones just rest on some like hook things. These are basically just pegs, so these actually rest on top of the pegs. So there's no groove at the bottom of those for those. But so I'll have to work it out. So what I have done, I don't have to mention earlier, so I've put, because these bottom shelves are a bit larger, I've put my 12-inch, 10-inch and 7-inch vinyls, what I've got left, on there. I'm sure I've got some of the vinyl floating around somewhere, because I think I had more than that, but that was quite handy. The 12-inch sticks off the edge slightly, but not only because these aren't as deep as the bill is, but I don't think anything should be pushed too much on the back one to damage it, and the amount of sticking over the edges isn't going to cause a problem to them. So that's quite good, and then I don't need to get down there, and it's sort of a lost shelf otherwise, so that's quite handy to put that stuff down there. So need access to, but gets used and finds a place for those, because I didn't really know anywhere to put my vinyl. They were just lying around and stuff. And so I may take this one out of here as well, this one, but it depends what I do with this bookcase and this table. But for the moment, I'm just going to leave that there. So I've got quite a lot of CDs actually, as you can probably see. Up here, 2 rows there and 2 rows there to move off. So again, I'm not sure when to put those, but I'll find somewhere for those. So I got so actually when I realise how many stubbles I've got that I haven't sort of put on the shelves. It's going to be fun to do those. So yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully, excuse me, the job's then to get those couple of crates of DVDs catalogued and on the shelf, get the TV shows sorted off the floor, get that sort of more organised, get those steelbooks on the shelves properly, get these few Blu-rays and DVDs in here, and then the ones lying around here on the shelves properly. The steelbook they actually need to move over, and sort of those BFI stuff things out, and then work out what I'll do with that. But say it's probably going to be for BFI, so I don't really want to put too much stuff on it. I have put these Star Wars figures on there. Fortunately, this one doesn't want to stand up. Not a big fan of these ones like these, the small feet. For things like those Mario ones, or the Disney Infinity ones, or the pop ones, and the bobbleheads and things like that. All these ones with the DC ones with base, or things like this, Superman and those ones which stand up fine. The only thing that, so I've got this one which is hoping to have a base, because I think that's just resting on the back of that. These bobblehead ones that have got a base, because again the feet aren't great, but sort of it's either stood up and resting on there, so it's not going to fall off. Picked up a couple more of these today actually. H&V picked up I can't remember what they were now. Adorbs, which is these. Picked up one of those up. Picked up a pop figure, and I picked up that Me-Seeks, because I wanted to get one of those. It's just a figure, not a. There's a pop of it, but I've not got that one. But I picked it up. It's £4.99. It had 4 different prices actually when I looked at it. It was £4 beforehand, £4.99 before that, and £9.99. But I picked it up because I wanted one of those. So that will come down. So I've not really bought any figures for a while, but hopefully at some point soon, B&M Home Bargains will have some other ones in, and I can go to. I noticed the range do things as well. Forgot they did stuff, so I can look in there and get some stuff from there as well. And then just sort of decorate some of these shelves really. I mean, might get a display cabinet for there, but only if I can probably attach it to the wall, and I'd rather use the space for posters, and I probably don't get a huge amount on there. Some of those taller ones, like those bobblehead ones, the Star Wars ones, won't fit on there, so not really going to be probably suitable. But again, height wise and depth wise of those, I'll probably just leave them as they are, these figures as they are for the moment. I've got plenty of space there to work with. And then I've got some tubs here as well, just to find somewhere to put those. So I think that's basically it then. And it's got bits of the bare bits in the shelves here, just bits attached to the wall. There's 2 smaller Argos ones. You can, if you put them at an angle, you can put them in there just to hold them together. And there's some spare nails and screws and the raw plugs, so I've got spare stuff there. Let's keep those for other things. So yeah, I think that's it. So next I'll probably do a video soon when I get a chance, and when I've done a bit more. Just hopefully then I've shown you most of the stuff that's been finished off. Probably won't be too much different to what it is now, because obviously the videos I've done a lot since the last videos, and I've obviously changed what I was doing. For instance, what bookcases I bought, where I put them, but not too much different stuff I can do now, because I've basically used all the space I've got, which is actually more than I thought. I mean, compared to what shelf space I had previously, I've got loads more now. Especially as it's not the biggest space, and I've got obviously restrictions like obviously the gap here, and then obviously the door there and the stairs there and radiators. So I think I've done quite well. But, yeah, it's I think I don't know how many hours I've spent doing this. Probably 200, 300, 400 hours. I mean, emptying shelves, taking shelves down, building bookcases up, putting stuff on bookcases, reorganising, resorting and things like that. It's just taken a while. And this fact that I had to catalogue all those DVDs as well, which I had catalogued, that's a few hours work. But I'm almost there, so just in the home run, and then soon all be done. And then some of the cosmetic stuff that I want to do over time. It's not desperate, but things I'll do at some point. Again, say in terms of labeling shelves, good thing that I can label these shelves, and although it's a slight bit overhang, it won't block the labels off. And then say this space will be clear. I might just shove these metal racks on the shelves there. Originally I had that with stuff. So basically, DVDs I'd upgraded I kept was on there originally against that back wall, and then the bookcase that was in there against that back wall, well, I switch had some more on there, and then I think the rest of them, larger ones that I couldn't fit on to. So basically, yeah. So I used like up to M or something on those shelves. Then I went onto there, and then the rest I went onto these racks, and the larger ones that would have gone whether on those racks, like R's and S's, I couldn't fit on. I just shoved on top of there. But now it's all on bookcase, so it's fine. So those metal racks are free, but I'll find some use for them. I'm sure there's something I can put on them, and then I'll probably just put one on each step. It's not blocking the stairs off, it's not in the way, and it's like an extra 100 things, so probably try and use all the bits of stuff I've got. Like I said, those up there, just use them, somewhere to put them. Makes sense to do that. So yeah, that's basically it. So it's already been over an hour, a bit more than I was expecting to do. But again, with these videos, it's hard to tell because, you know, you can do 10 minutes, you can do an hour, depends how much detail you're into. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, for your patience. So I'm not sure when I'm doing the video, but next one will just say speak all the odd things I've done since then, so it won't be as long. And then if anyone wants a more, well, I'll say more in-depth things, it's quite in-depth enough, but if anyone wants a bit more in-depth about everything, then I can do that in another video some point in the future. And so I've got a lot of stuff upstairs that I'm sort of in the process of watching, which will come down. I mean, I think I've watched half as many films this year as I did last year. I don't think I've even watched the equivalent of one film a day this year. I think I watched 126, and it's been like 100 and how many days, so I'm way behind. Just spending time doing all this as you know, wiped out most days, and other days I've just been watching YouTube or just been a bit lazy watching stuff. So I really want to knuckle down and get some stuff watched so I can catch up, and cause I've got loads of stuff to watch, not just obviously stuff down here to watch, but loads of stuff upstairs, and stuff upstairs want to get it watched so I can get it down here on the shelf. Try and keep everything together, not have too much stuff flying around in different places. Just in terms of the Arc shelves, I said the quality, as you can see, not the best, but not really worth doing much about that. It's any minor cosmetic stuff. Wasn't really going to get replacements because there's no guarantee. And again, these bits clip on the side of the screws, but I think some of those have fallen off. So if they've fallen off, I'm not going to put them back on. The Wilco one's got similar ones, but I don't think I'll get those down either. But especially the ones there had fallen off, you can see. I think when I'm moving stuff, so I've just shoved them in that box, and probably some on the floor down there. I think probably one of the jobs I need to do as well is vacuum this floor properly when it's clear. But then I'll get my bike down here. I think I should be alright. Well, obviously put it down there without blocking too much of the floor off, which is why I potentially might end up moving that. don't want to block too much of the floor off. But I say a lot of this stuff on the floor won't be on the floor anyway. So although it looks like I haven't got much space here, I will have a bit more space when stuff's moved. So as long as I can get downstairs and round there and outside and things, that's fine. Because the bike isn't too big. Probably from that chair to all that bag, if probably less than that. So then I can actually use it, which at the moment I'm not using it much where it is. And then my sitting room where my TV and all that stuff is, I can sort that room out properly because the moment's a bit cramped in there. And then that's probably a room I'll do a video on when I've sort of got that more organised as well. But yeah, so after all that extra bit there, I'll wrap that up. Thanks so much for watching. If you don't subscribe, then please subscribe. So I don't necessarily do as many videos as I'd like to do, or as other people do, and I do have phases where I'll do a few videos and then I'm doing it for a while. And I was doing pickup videos and stopped doing those, and I did some more and I stopped doing them. So I may do some of those, but those I'll probably just keep those short, just what I've picked up, and just do one a week or so. But I'll probably think about doing that in the future. Not to bother doing that about, because there's no point. And if people do those, and I want to see walking around HMB, and it's a bit awkward to film in there anyway, basically, with the people there and carrying stuff. But yeah, I'll leave it as that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.